Mo Vassell, sophomore from Brooklyn for UMES. The 2025-26 season is underway here in Midtown Atlanta. The Yellow Jackets control the opening tip, and off we go. Chaz Kelly III tries to float it to Sylla. He wasn't looking, and a turnover in the opening possession. A look at the Hawks starting five. 4 newcomers in the starting five for Maryland Eastern Shore, including Jaden Cooper, Michael Teal, a first-team preseason selection in the MEAC on the conference team. And how about the freshman Levi Beckwith also getting the start, and he lets it go from the left wing. Offensive rebound for the Hawks. Corner three ball down the well for Jaden Cooper.
Second chance opportunities. That's something the Hawks will need to do tonight. Crash the glass.
Second possession for Georgia Tech. A look at the starting lineup. 2 returners, Jaden Mustaf and Kowacie Reeves. Taking it to the hole, Kowacie Reeves, the chance to tie us up with an and one. And for the Yellow Jackets, great to see Kowacie Reeves. He played the first 6 games last season, but did not play after that. His season ended in November with a foot injury and opted to return to Georgia Tech for 1 more season.
Yeah, in the 23-24 season on the flats, he averages shy of 10 points. He's athletic. He's got a lot of experience, played 2 years at Florida as well, so a mature player.
This is the free throw. But the Yellow Jackets, 10 newcomers on this team. Last year, Tech 17-17, 10-10 in the ACC. That was just the 3rd time in nearly 20 seasons that they have finished 500 or better in league play. Long entry pass, Kraft jars it loose. It's Georgia Tech basketball.
Well, I think we've already seen a turnover on both sides of the ball. That will be key. It's a season opener. There's nerves, obviously, new faces, new teammates. Who can take care of the basketball, slow themselves down, stay disciplined to the system they've worked on in practice here in the preseason.
And that might be the biggest question for Coach Damon Stoudemire with this year's team is, can they take care of the basketball? Chaz Kelly, transfer from Boston College, feeds Sylla down low. He's trapped, going up. He finishes anyway. The first points for the freshman from Senegal.
Great demonstration of his patience, his poise inside. He had himself gathered. He's got great hands, and he's strong. You know, he's almost 21 years old, not your typical freshman.
Yeah, turning 21 in January. Meanwhile, UMES 6-25 last year. Of those 6 wins, only 2 against Division I opponents. So that 3 is way off the mark, and Kowacie Reeves runs the break. They feed Sylla again, back to the basket, spins and jams it home. Mo Sylla announcing his presence in Atlanta.
He faked inside, quick spin. You see the agility right there. That's what, pro scouts are excited about that. This guy can really move his length and finishes well above the rim.
And Georgia Tech, a little full court press here. Something Damon Stoudemire's also talked about with the depth he has in this roster, John. They want to play up the floor, all 94 feet, as often as they can. Good handles from Michael Teal. Kick out, Beckwith. Second 3 won't fall. And another rebound for Reeves. Right now, it's the Kelly and Sylla show. Kelly, a part-time starter last year for Boston College. Jaden Mustaf is fouled on the feed down to Sylla.
Hawks pick up the foul. Here we get a look at Sylla. Look at the patience. Sees the floor, knows there's no help on the baseline side, and the quick agility. Throw it down. Sylla, welcome to college basketball.
And a couple of subs coming in. Kai Fleming in for the Yellow Jackets as Jaden Mustaf has a seat. Another one of the 6 freshmen Georgia Tech brought in this year. And Kai Fleming, another SC Next Top 100 recruit. Kraft lobs to Sylla. A lot of contact down low, and Ron Groover, our lead official tonight, makes the call. In his 21st season officiating ACC basketball, Yeah, that's going to be on Levi Beckley.
That was a good look at, Kraft right there, number 12 for the Yellow Jackets. Transfer from Miami, Ohio, shot 43% from beyond the arc last year. His ability to command respect from beyond the arc allowed him to make that dribble penetration and then lobbing it to Sylla at the rim. That was a nice read by Kraft.
Baseline impound from Kelly. Sylla going against Flippin. And he's fouled. Third foul. Beg your pardon, fourth foul now on UMES.
Sylla showing the skill. Face up, the ability to put the ball on the ground. He's not your typical back-to-the-basket plotter. That's becoming extinct in today's game, and Damon Stoudemire knows that. He's recruiting to his system. He's done a great job recruiting, bringing in high-level talent.
A 6'10" freshman misses the first free throw. A look at head coach Damon Stoudemire in his third season leading Georgia Tech. And John, we mentioned it at the top of the show, but this might be the most talented roster Georgia Tech has had in over a decade. You factor in a couple of SC Next top 100 recruits. That doesn't include Cam Kraft with his shooting prowess, Cole Kirawak, we might see a little later on. And Sylla hits the second. He's got 5 of Georgia Tech's 7 points. And more pressure by Georgia Tech. Hall dumps it off to Teal. Racing past Davi Remagen. Corner 3, Hall no, and Sylla with the rebound. Controls it for Georgia Tech. When you look at the recruiting rankings, Georgia Tech 17th nationally and 6th in the ACC. And a poor pass from Kelly. Playing a little fast.
Yeah, you see the nerves. First game of the season, the ball just got away from him, let it fly out of bounds.
Mustaf in for Kelly. Georgia Tech a 7-0 run after that early 3 from the Hawks of Maryland Eastern Shore. Michael Teal against the freshman Remagen. And that'll stay with Maryland Eastern Shore. Davi Remagen out of Germany, so still a fair number of international flavor on this Georgia Tech roster. 2 players from Senegal. Checking out Jaden Cooper. And now Peyton Marshall making his Georgia Tech debut. Spent last season at Missouri, but from Atlanta, went to Kell High School.
They won a state title at Kell High School up the street in Marietta.
Empty possession for the Hawks. And Marshall, a 7-footer on the floor for Georgia Tech, wearing 5 in white. Freshman Fleming, double team. The Jackets whip it around. Reeves to the rim. Can't draw iron.
Solid rotations by the Hawks on that possession. They're playing man-to-man, and their help and recover has been on point.
Teal trying to break down on Reeves. And Reeves called for the foul. We'll step aside. Opening night, Georgia Tech, Maryland Eastern Shore. The Yellow Jackets on a 7-0 run early. Preseason All-ACC selection by Dongo. Not dressed out tonight. You look at the numbers he put up last year, 13 and 9, a third-team All-Conference selection. We are told he is unavailable tonight, but John, you look at the bigger picture over the course of this season, you've got Bai Dongo returning, Mo Sylla, who's already been impressive in his first 5 minutes as a college player. You also mix in Peyton Marshall, transfer from Missouri at 7 feet, and Cole Kerouac, who we haven't seen yet. He too a 7-footer. That's a lot of size for Georgia Tech in the front court.
Yeah, front court is definitely a strength of the Jackets, probably one of the better ones in the league. Bai is a guy that you saw his statistics there, but he actually averaged a double-double in ACC league games at 14 and 10. Most players, their stats go down when you get into league play. Bai rose to the occasion.
That's just the second shot attempt inside the three-point line for UMES. Meanwhile, Georgia Tech, they've yet to take a three. They've been pounded it inside. And they go to Marshall again. Flippin goes down. That'll be an offensive foul on Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall was getting an ISO right there, but the Hawks playing physical brand of basketball. They're really getting after it on the man-to-man. On the offensive side, they just haven't been able to find it. Shooting threes on most possessions, 1 of 5 from beyond the arc are the Hawks.
Here comes Michael Teal. Spent the last 2 years at South Carolina State, transferring in to Maryland Eastern Shore within the conference. Flippin. Works it back outside. Mustaf knocks it loose. 5 to shoot. Baseline falling away. And the shot short from Zion Obanla, but the pass picked off by Obanla. Over 5 minutes now without any points for Maryland Eastern Shore. Oh, helter-skelter. Now Teal open in the corner. His three won't fall. And now 1 for 7 from 3. And a foul coming here on Georgia Tech. It's going to be on Davi Remagen.
That was off the ball on the rebound action. But what I like about the Yellow Jackets team, their wings have some great size. I mean, when you have Mustaf playing point guard, 6'5", 220, you know, great size in the backcourt, and that's going to help them defensively. Fleming, really good-looking prospect. I love his length. He's got some good bounce. We just saw it on that rebound there after the whistle.
Well, that's what we've been talking about. Georgia Tech working in the paint. Maryland Eastern Shore, 4th in the MEAC last year in three-point shooting. Again, a lot of new faces for both these teams. So you don't look too much at last season's stats. 4 seconds to shoot. Flippin is fouled with under 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. Peyton Marshall quickly picks up his second.
So Marshall will get a break. It's not a bounce situation. 20 seconds on the shot clock.
And Damon Stoudemeier's first ever recruit, Cole Kerouac, who would have come in last year but reclassified, is making his Georgia Tech debut. He obstructs the pass, entry pass, and Fleming picks it off. 2-on-1. Akai Fleming tries to label it in. Back to Fleming. Down low to Kerouac, and he's fouled. It's on Justin Mondin. So both coaches already going deep into their bench here in the first 6+ minutes.
Really good high-low action, number 12, Mondin. Foul occurred below the waist.
When you're Mondin at 6 feet and you're guarding Cole Kerouac at 7 feet, a lot of those fouls are going to be below the waist. It's going to be hard to foul him up high. Sylla.
You're a smart guy. You're a Georgia Tech grad, you know?
John, every once in a while.
I don't know how I got through this place.
They like you, John. That's why they let you through. Flip and reverse under the rim. And this foul on Mouhamed Sylla.
Here, we'll get a better look at it right here. It was a late whistle. Minimal contact. Sylla, nice job staying vertical, but a little bit of body.
Puts Chris Flippin at the line. Flippin hits the first free throw. This is the second year for head coach Cleo Hill Jr. for Maryland Eastern Shore. And Chris Flippin, that was his first recruit out of the transfer portal. Spent 2 years at Highland Community College in Kansas. And Flippin was eager to get to UMES. In fact, he wanted to take an official in June, but Coach Hill had yet to move to Princess Anne, Maryland, so he had a little trouble getting Flippin on campus. He said, I'm not on campus yet. I just took the job.
Coach Hill said we were talking to him the other day on the phone. He said, I was still living in a hotel. He said, I didn't even know my way around campus.
Yeah, it looks like this foul here is going to be against Flippin.
Good look right there at Coach Hill. Great pedigree. Almost 20 years as a head coach. Has had tremendous success. Had a 27-win season when he was at Shaw University. And a title there, but he's won wherever he has gone, and he's been able to rebuild programs. That's what's most impressive about him.
You see his father, Cleo Hill Sr., he was a St. Louis Hawk back in the early 60s before they moved to Atlanta. Mustaf down the baseline, and off the right leg of Trey Brown.
Played with the great Bob Pettit. Numbers hanging in the rafters down at State Farm Arena here. One of the great Hawks and NBA players in the last 50, 60 years now.
No kidding. So inbounds will come from the baseline. Cam Kraft, trigger for Georgia Tech. Looks right at Sylla, wastes no time. Sylla looking to bang here on Locandro. And Sylla rejected by Locandro. Straight up, good defense there by the transfer from Concordia University, Irvine. There's 13 to play. Good hands by Fleming. Can't quite corral it, but good active hands. That's that length you're talking about in the wing.
And he's bouncing. Fast twitch muscles. He gets in there in the lane. Here we see a look at Dongo. He just caught a little backboard on the way up too, lost it. But Georgia Tech defensively on the wings, tremendous athleticism. That's something Coach Stoudemire and the staff recruits to. It showed last year they were 5th in the ACC in field goal percentage defense, so it's definitely recruiting for length, size to help on the defensive side of the ball. At the end of the shot clock, a right-hand lay-in won't fall for Trey Brown. Here come the Yellow Jackets up the floor. Kelly back in. And they're going to get Sylla moving screen there. So an offensive foul, and that's his second. That was one of the things Coach Stoudemire talked a lot about in the preseason. They've got to be able to defend without fouling. That's now 2 bigs for Georgia Tech with 2 fouls. Sometimes there's an art to that. It's an IQ thing, especially when you're big, you're playing against smaller, quicker guards, so you've got to be able to read your opponent, create space, and not let a great point guard put a foul on you.
Yellow Jackets haven't scored in over 4 minutes, and in that time, they've committed 4 turnovers. Both teams easing into this season opener. Down low, that's Dorian Staples. The extra pass to Locandro. Nice big to big. Kelly looks to Kraft. And he tries to feed it to Reeves. Scrum for the basketball. Kirouac's all the way down. He's fighting for it. And now we've got a jump ball, and that'll be Maryland Eastern Shore basketball as they've cut Georgia Tech's lead to 1. And we'll step aside here from McCamish Pavilion. Opening night. Maryland Eastern Shore cuts Georgia Tech's lead to 1. Might be asking yourself, who is Maryland Eastern Shore? Well, glad you asked. An HBCU founded just a year after Georgia Tech in 1886. You can see in the Delmarva area, Princess Anne, Maryland. A little over 3,500 students, and who are those alumni names? You got Clarence Clemens, the great saxophonist. They call him the big man. And Art Shell, tackle for the Raiders. Way back, about 50 years ago now. Out of the timeout after the jump ball, Eric Chatfield Jr., number 2 in white, making his Yellow Jacket debut, true freshman at Pace Academy here in Atlanta. And a chance for the Hawks to take the lead. And look at Chatfield, and it'll be called for the foul.
It's now 7 personal fouls for the Yellow Jackets. The Hawks on the other side of the ball have 6 fouls, so a little sloppy early on, and you said it, Wiley. Who has the ability and the discipline to not foul, not give up the freebies at the line?
And that was over 40 feet away from the basket, that 7th foul. As Justin Mondin hits the first of the 1-and-1. Mondin transferring in from Georgia Southwestern State, Division II school about 2.5 hours south here of Atlanta. Southwest, actually. Georgia Tech in a little bit of foul trouble, and another foul.
Just a little miscommunication there on the wing. Kraft was catching on the run, and the ball screen was never set right here. Dribble handoff, a little bit of movement. Tough call.
Georgia Tech now has 7 turnovers. They've taken 7 shots.
And that one right there was, it wasn't forced as part of the action, so to speak, and just unfortunate. And it was an aggressive turnover. If you're going to make them, you want them to be aggressive.
Well, Condor's pass ricochets off the rim, right into the hands of Javoy Thompson. And good contest by Kraft, forcing the turnover. Kirawak gets it off to Kelly. And that number about says it all right there on the right. Kelly gets the switch. So far, Joseph Licandro, he's been very disruptive.
Yeah, for sure. And in Georgia Tech, a team that's going to play point guard by committee, that's going to be the scout on them. Get up, pressure, and force the perimeter of the Yellow Jackets to make plays. Can they handle, get it heated up on the perimeter?
Kraft into the freshman Chatfield. Kick out, Kelly lines up a 3. Levi Beck with the board.
It's a nice pass by Chatfield. Inside out, gets to the paint, creates, sucked in the defense. Yellow Jackets can't buy one.
First 3-pointer Tech has attempted tonight. On the left side now, that's Dorian Staples. Corner 3 won't fall. John, is the first game of the season. The team's trying to find a rhythm offensively. Reeves steps into a 3.
Tech
way off the mark.
0 for their last 6 from the field.
An offensive rebound extends the possession. Sylla's got 4 seconds. Ball didn't hit the rim. He's got to go up. Falling away. And the rebound controlled by the Hawks. Like you said, 0 for their last 7.
Reeves did a nice job defensively on that position, holding his ground against Sylla.
Come on, your boy!
Mondin pump fakes a 3, gets a look around the rim and out. Neither team having much success on the floor. UMES is now 1 for 8 from 3.
2 of 14 in the game.
And Chatfield's three won't fall. You know, John, it's how you finish, not how you start. Both these teams, perhaps a little opening night jitters here when it comes to shooting.
Hawks playing east to west. They really need to get north to south on the attack. Sylla.
And good hands by Reeves. Fed ahead to Mo Sylla. Lift off. A two-hand slam from Sylla. And that's Georgia Tech's first points in nearly 9 minutes.
Sylla went blast off from the ACC paint right there. He was well out when he took off. You see his length, his size, athleticism. Highlight film stuff right there.
Yeah, he doesn't move like he's 6'10".
Watch the hand, Ralph. Kick it.
Locandro tries a three. He swishes it.
It's a game of runs. The Hawks have been able to answer. They took the first blow from the Jackets, and since then, they've really settled down.
Reeves a corner three. That drops. Things heating up a little bit.
Bound to happen. Shake off the jitters. 2 threes in a row. I wasn't sure we'd see that in 2 consecutive possessions tonight.
Again, Kowacie played just 6 games last year, but he shot close to 40% from 3 2 years ago. We talk a lot about Cam Kraft and his shooting stroke, but Kowacie's got some as well as the seas part, and Sylla swats it away. Staples rejected. Transition three from Chatfield. It's true. And here come the Yellow Jackets.
Great defense, getting the momentum going. Sylla with the block shot. That's 2 consecutive threes now. And you saw Damon Stoudemire on the sideline. He was saying, push it, push it. He wants the tempo. He knows the athleticism, the energy is in the building. They just got to get it going.
Georgia Tech now with more points over the last minute and a half than they had in the first 10 plus. Locandro up against Sylla. Three-pointer for Staples, too strong. And an offensive rebound. Locandro got Kraft in the air, and he makes him pay.
Locandro's demonstrated the ability to go inside out. He's shown physicality on the defensive side of the ball. Great skill, high IQ, and he knocks down the triple on that one.
Going inside out from down under for the Aussie.
It's a shot fake, sidestep. Impressive.
And Sylla, pass disrupted by Locandro. Both teams perhaps starting to find a little bit of their shooting stroke. Georgia Tech with Sylla on the defensive end, protecting the rim. A lot of size for the Yellow Jackets in 2025. Opening night here at McCamus Pavilion in Midtown Atlanta. And for head coach Damon Stoudemire, it is year 3. A look back at year 1, 7-13 in the ACC with 3 wins over top 25 teams. Then last year, 500 in ACC play, John, a postseason appearance in the NIT. And look, he's made it no secret. He feels like this year's team is capable of making the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, and big wins last year against Louisville and Clemson, who were both ranked 2 at the time. So the ability to knock off the higher-ranked ACC teams, Coach Stoudemire has demonstrated.
Inbounds coming from Mustaf. Yeah, it was quite the finish for Georgia Tech last year. They were sitting 3-7 in the ACC, 9-12 overall as the calendar flipped to February, but they finished the year going 7-3 in their final 10 regular season ACC games, and got a bye to the ACC tournament with an 8th place finish. Well, here's the other thing too, John. You look at the preseason projections. Georgia Tech picked to finish 13th out of 18. But you got to take that with a grain of salt because the Yellow Jackets had outperformed the preseason poll 8 of the last 9 seasons.
One thing Yellow Jackets did well last season is they won at home. They took care of home. 8-2 in ACC play on this home floor on Krementz Court. 14-5 overall. That's so important as you're trying to get to March Madness and get a bid, is to take care of your home court, especially in league play.
And they've done a pretty good job of that in conference play the last couple of years. What's been the challenge has been these early season home games is Remagen has his 3 well short. Freshman from Cologne, Germany. And here's what we're talking about. The last 2 years, so under Coach Damon Stoudemire, the Yellow Jackets are 7-5 this month. 11 of those 12 games have been at home. Well, the rest of the ACC playing nearly a .700 winning percentage. That's something they've got to improve upon this year if they want to keep that tournament as a goal.
Yeah, that's the challenge in coaching. You know, there's with the NIL, with the transfer portal, you're really trying to mold a roster that may be 75-80% new each year, and that's a huge challenge.
Good contest from Akai Fleming. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets push tempo into the half court now. Fleming lets it loose, way too strong. John, you're right. It seems like Georgia Tech's best offense has been when they're running up the floor. And like you said, with this matchup, particularly with some bigs in foul trouble, could be challenging. Good look down low, but Obanla can't finish it. And the Yellow Jackets are going to call timeout here.
29 total points scored in this one. What you'd see expected in an opening night game. Jitters, turnovers, missed shots. We'll be back in ACC action at Krementz Court.
If you have a hometown hero you would like to recognize during the Georgia Tech event, go to RevenantTwitter.com/hometown-hero to nominate yours tonight. Stand up.
Well, we've joked a little bit about how tonight hasn't been an elite shooting performance from either side. Well, there's an elite shooter in the house, Anthony Morrow, all-time leader in free throw shooting and third all-time at Georgia Tech, and 3-point field goals made. And John, he continued that in the NBA, shot 42% in the league. In fact, there was a time where it looked like he might set the all-time three-point percentage record in the NBA about 5-6 years in his career. So phenomenal shooter. Great to see Amo back, who got bad news, John. He turned 40 last month. I don't mean to out him.
How is he 40, man?
Yeah, and again, I say that for all of us, not for Amo. That's bad news for all of us. I love watching Amo play there in the mid-2000s. And Peyton Marshall cleans it up. His first points as a Yellow Jacket. That's a high percentage shot right there.
Doesn't get much higher than that. That's how I used to play here.
Mabel, you were just savvy. You weren't taking the shots unless they were high percentage.
I was setting screens and diving on the floor. I had to do something to stay out there. Kraft with the steal.
Kraft weaving down the right side, trying to push pace. And Marshall a long way from the basket, trying to direct somebody to cut. He'll put it on the floor. And now he feeds Fleming, who dunks. And he's got his first 2 points as a college player.
Marshall, nice job finding Fleming, his ability to move without the basketball, catch and finish. The vert on display right there, the two-hand splash.
And that's a good sign for a guy who ended his season last year in December, had to get knee surgery. He's been rehabbing since then. And look, for any freshman, you're going to have some jitters. But for a guy who hasn't played in a competitive game in nearly a calendar year, you know he's excited and happy to get that monkey off his back, getting those first 2 points. Another three won't fall for UMES. They are now 3 for 13.
I think, when Dongo gets back, with him and Sylla, the ability to move without the basketball. A guy like Kraft right there, known for his three-point shot, mid-range on display there. But if you're playing around those two guys as a perimeter player, basket cuts, sliding the line, finding the open spot, they're going to command double teams, and you're going to be able to find yourself in advantageous scoring positions, whether it's a poor closeout or you're cutting off the ball when your man goes to double. I think that can be a strength for Georgia Tech this year in their perimeter.
And on top of that, it probably is mutually beneficial for Sylla and Dongo themselves trying to find space down low. In the front court, that really is the key for this Georgia Tech team. You look at their strength. You mentioned perhaps the best front court in the ACC. Damon Stoudemire thinks it's one of the best in the country. A little too zealous there from Justin Mondon. He picks up his second foul. Georgia Tech is in the bonus now.
Sylla and Dongo, two guys that, they're rim threats with the lob. So, sprinting into ball screens, roll replace action, high-low, on the dribble drives, just throw it to the rim, let those guys catch it. That's going to be a strength this year. Mustaf at the free throw line. He was the best on the team last year at getting to the stripe. He has a knack for getting fouled.
This is the front end of that 1-and-1, though. Georgia Tech, they did struggle from the free throw line last year. Lowest percentage in the ACC at 69%. And a foul here on Reeves.
Technical charge to number 14, Kowacie Reeves, his second, 19 foul.
Georgia Tech in the last 2 minutes on a 6-0 run, 3 of their last 3 from the field. And what they've done, Wiley, is they've picked up it on the defensive side of the basketball. Now a stoppage in play. The Hawks will have a chance to cut into this deficit.
Looking for their first points in 5 minutes. Can't hit the free throw. Reeves turns it over to Mustaf, sophomore from Bowie, Maryland. Cuts right. And coming over to help, Trey Hall. Foul's going to be on O'Banlon.
Get a good look at it. The left to right cross. There you see the strength, the size, and Mustaf at 6'4.5", 6'5", playing the point guard position. He is explosive, and if he gets a smaller guard on him, you saw it right there. He's going to put that hip on the guard, draw the contact, and has the ability to finish. The next step of that is he's got to be able to throw that lob because he's going to command the help.
You think he's the best slasher on this Georgia Tech roster?
You know, from what I've seen, he's the best returner, obviously.
Yes.
He's very good with the basketball, very comfortable as well. There's a reason why they're looking at him as the primary ball handler in a team that is a point guard by committee.
Misses both free throws. You can see Georgia Tech really struggling at the free throw line tonight.
And playing point guard at the ACC, it's such a mental game. I mean, you've got to have skill, obviously, but the ability to think the game. And I think Coach Stoudemire feels like he's the most confident guy on the floor with the basketball in his hands, and that's why he's playing point.
Off the window for Justin Mondin. And we haven't seen Lamar Washington tonight, the transfer from Pacific, who's probably the most experienced point guard on this Georgia Tech roster. He is unavailable tonight like Dongo, but at some point he will contribute this year and be a big piece of the point guard puzzle. Final 30 seconds here. Hawks want to run. Down low, flipping, hook, yes! And the lead is down to 3 as we approach halftime. End of the clock here. Usov's got to go. Mid-range jumper won't go. And after 20 minutes, the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks have kept it close, and they'll go into the locker room trailing Georgia Tech by just 3.
Left 5 points at the free throw line. 1 of 6 from the foul line for Georgia Tech in the first half. If I'm the Jackets, I'm throwing the ball to Sylla and playing through him. If not, put the ball in Mustaf's hands. Let those 2 guys handle it and make plays.
Kowacie Reeves looks towards Sylla. And looks like we got a reach-in foul coming here. Yes, that's going to be against Mo Vassell.
A nice concerted effort to throw the ball inside to Sylla on the first possession of the second half.
Kelly looking for Kraft, not there. Floats it to Sylla. That's really how the first half began for Georgia Tech. They were feeding Sylla down low. As Kelly knifes in, corner 3, Reeves, no. Offensive rebound. Ooh, Sylla goes down hard, but it's won by Jaden Cooper and the Hawks. Teal racing around the corner. For Maryland Eastern Shore, John, we talked about how many three-pointers they've taken. You think that could be a winning formula for them with 5 seconds here on the clock?
We're going to find out.
Reverse lane, and what a move from Zion Obanla. Senior out of Houston, Texas, his first year at UMES. He's cut it to 1.
Took the shot clock right down to 1 and finished on the other side of the rim, using the rim to protect himself. It's beautiful, beautiful attack to the basket.
Kelly, jab step 3. Too strong. Rebound to Obanla. And now Maryland Eastern Shore the chance to take the lead. Into the hands of Michael Teal. Preseason all-conference guard. He has to score tonight. Trying to feed down low to Obanla, and it'll be Georgia Tech basketball. Obanla contending it went off Reeves. But one more look at this take from Obanla.
Yeah, shot clock winding down. Beautiful spin, and then he knows Sylla there, the shot blocker. He has the know-how just to get under the basket and use the rim for protection so he doesn't get blocked.
Ball screen from Sylla. And we got a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on Obanla. That's his 3rd.
You know, Zion on that last possession, if he shoots on the left side of the basket, he's probably eaten that one or it's going out of bounds. Sylla with the wingspan, I mean, it's just a perfect finish.
Yeah, Coach Hill described him as ridiculously athletic. Played the last couple of seasons at Division II Claflin University in South Carolina. Kraft zips it into Reeves, pump fake, drive, no look, feed down to Sylla. Can't handle it, another turnover for Georgia Tech. That is now 8 tonight. Cooper warded off. They go down low to Vassell. He goes up for the lead, he's got it. Hawks in front. Yellow Jackets looking for an answer here. And Sylla walked with it. Another turnover for Georgia Tech.
See the freshman Chatfield, local product out of Pace Academy here in Atlanta, checking in at the point guard position.
Down to Staples. And Beckwith in some trouble. Got to get across the floor. Mondin does it with a couple seconds to spare. A three-pointer. No, and Sylla rising up for the rebound. He wants to get out and run. To Kraft, transition three, and it's a blocking foul on Mondin. That is a huge call.
Sylla entered the half with 2 fouls. You know, had the ability to avoid the offensive charging right there. It was close though.
Justin Mondin, you can hear him getting called from the Maryland Eastern Shore bench. What is it that UMES is doing to disrupt Georgia Tech's offense?
Just solid. I like their communication. The bench is very active over here. You can hear them communicating. You know, great defensive team, especially on man-to-man action. You've got to talk. You've got to communicate. They've been quick to the ball and help side as well. Right there, the ability to close the gap and block the shot, and they might get an easy one.
Vassell with the block. Reeves contends at the rim. No review coming on the goaltending so far. Chatfield, his three won't go, and a quick empty possession for the Yellow Jackets. Tech is yet to score here in the second half. Zip down low. Count the basket and the foul. Dorian Staples, how about that for his first points of the night?
Buried 2 shooters in the corner. It's just 3-man basketball. Screen, roll, replace, and a great job. Good spacing, movement under the rim, and Chatfield gets the foul on the way up. So Maryland Eastern Shore playing into a 3-point lead, a chance to make it a 2-possession game.
And they're doing it, John, despite shooting 30% from the floor and 21% from 3. Of course, the Yellow Jackets, they too have struggled. Shooting just over 30%, below 20% from 3, but it's really the turnovers right now that the difference.
I think you talked about communication, but effort is another thing. What I like about the Hawks team defensively, their effort is there. They're not dying on a play. They never quit. You saw the block shot on that possession. Those little things add up over time. If you can be consistent with your effort and your communication, you're usually going to be a decent defensive team.
One of the big challenges for any team coming from a low major conference trying to take down a high major is believing you can win. I think Maryland Eastern Shore has cleared that hurdle, no problem, with 16 minutes to play, a 4-point lead here on the floor at Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and they're giving up some size, and the rebounding battle's equal. I mean, it's 22-22 on the board, so they're getting the job done there.
Chatfield, it's already got 2 fouls, pressing up on Brown. And a foul, and it's on Chatfield. That's his 3rd. The Yellow Jackets now trailing by 4. Under 16 to play in the second half. Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks are trying to spoil opening night here in Midtown Atlanta. And it has been a collective effort. The bench has teamed up for 18 points tonight for the Hawks. It's been everybody, John, and it's been a gritty, tough effort.
Yeah, been a collective effort. Second half, they have 3 of 5, 60% from the field. Georgia Tech 0 of 5, scoreless right now in the second half, Wiley.
And two of the things concerning about those 5 shots, John, 4 of them have been from three-point range, so not getting inside. Mouhamed Sylla hasn't taken a shot either as Chatfield dishes off to Fleming, and the freshman's rejected at the rim. And now the Hawks a chance to run the other way. And Brown slows it down. And around Fleming, Dorian Staples lays it in off the glass. It's a 6-point lead for the Hawks.
It's a game of runs for Georgia Tech. You got to weather the storm. Again, you're playing without, Nate George led the ACC in assists last season. He was your point guard. He's the guy you look to in this situation. Bai Dongo is out. He's injured. He's your best returning player. Second team All-ACC preseason pick. He's not on the floor. So for the Jackets right now, who's going to step up? I like the guy checking in, number 6, Sylla. He's the most talented player on the floor. I think if you're the Yellow Jackets, have the discipline, throw the ball inside of him and play off of him. Good things will happen. But you don't press the panic button. Again, it's a 2-possession game. You just got to play hard and consistent and throw the ball to your best player.
Still a long way to go. Yellow Jackets with 2 big men on the floor. Mustaf carving in. And a foul. It's going to go against the Hawks, and that's on Dorian Staples. Now 5 fouls, beg your pardon, on Maryland Eastern Shore. And 2 quick ones on Staples.
Mustaf's another guy. You can get him going downhill and playing downhill. Put him in some ball screen action, some dribble ISO, on a ball swing. He can rip, put some fouls on the defender. But Georgia Tech's got to get some rhythm.
Jackets in desperate need of a bucket. They have not scored yet in the second half. Marsh on the high post, down low to Sylla. And he misses the lay-in.
But that's what you want. You had Chatfield with the steal and the missed layup on the they didn't get the finish there. Right there, Sylla at the rim. Those are 2 high percentage shots. Great defensive efforts on both plays by the Hawks, though.
Hawks trying to go to the hot hand, and Staples working again, this time on Reeves. Back to Teal. 3-pointer for Brown. Drills it. And the lead is 9 for the Hawks here in Atlanta.
Now they smell blood. The bench is in it. That was a great inside-out 3. A very patient offensive attack, and it paid off.
Reeves can't get it to go. Sylla sticks it back in, and finally Georgia Tech has broken the seal in the second half. Second chance points from Sylla. Maryland Eastern Shore, 6-25 last year. Looking for what would be a historic win if they pull it off tonight, but a long way to go. And off of Sylla. And a quick look at our last 2 buckets. First, the 3 from Brown. The bench erupts.
Hey, gotta love the energy on the Hawks bench. They've been in it the entire game. And there's Sylla right there. You have your redshirt senior taking inside out 3, which was a good shot. Kowacie Reeves went in and out, and then Sylla there to pick up the scraps.
Sylla now 9 points, 9 rebounds in his collegiate debut. 6 seconds to shoot. Flipping in the corner. He's gonna have to go up with it against Sylla. Double team comes, he heaves it up, and that's gonna be our official. Italo Arujo signaled foul for a moment, but first it was a shot clock violation. That was close.
Yeah. Peyton Marshall came with the double late in the clock. He's got to be careful, though. He's a guy that he's 6'10", 6'11". He was reaching down. Big fella, just put your hands up, man. I mean, you've got Sylla and Peyton. Just throw your hands up vertical.
Again, it looked like it was
playing
going
with
to be
fire if you're reaching at it.
no doubt. It looked like it was going to be a foul if it wasn't for the shot clock violation. So a break there for Georgia Tech and Peyton Marshall. Jackets going to try and cut into this lead here. Kelly weaving down the left side. He is blocked. Chris Flippin says, get that out of here.
The second effort plays right now for the Hawks off the basketball. You got Teal right now heating up the point guard. And there you have the effort. Flippin coming from the backside.
Kraft's got to get it in. Goes to Marshall. Helps to have the 7-footer on the floor. He feeds Kraft down low, and Cam Kraft, transfer from Miami of Ohio. He's now got 4.
High IQ read right there. I mean, he saw the opening backdoor. One hard step, change of pace, change of direction, and a beautiful pass by Marshall.
Now it's Javoy Thompson on the floor for UMES. Teal directing traffic. And good hands from Kowacie Reeves. Interferes with Hall's pass, and now the Yellow Jackets force a turnover. Trying to make this a one-possession game. Kraft, too strong. He had 97 three-pointers last year for Miami of Ohio. Can't hit that one. Teal a little out of control. And a turnover right to Sylla. Kelly surveying, feeds Reeves, who flushes it. And it's a one-possession game. 6-0 run for the Yellow Jackets. And now here comes the press. Marshall to switch, space for Staples. 3 won't go, but the rebound's to Flippin. Sylla didn't think it was going to touch the rim. Second chance. No, and another rebound Flippin, and Marshall blocks his shot. Hawks want a foul. Instead, we're going to have a timeout. But the Yellow Jackets trying to climb back in it, down by 3 now. The steal and the finish on the other end from Kowacie Reeves. We got a ball game here in McCamish. Georgia Tech trailing, but John, they found a little more rhythm those last couple of minutes, and they did it by playing through their big men.
Wow, what a concept, right? Yeah, have the patience, have the discipline. Georgia Tech 0 of 6 from beyond the arc. They've taken some good threes in the second half. 0 of 6 from beyond the arc in the second half. But when good things are happening, they played through Marshall at the high post. Kraft got the backdoor layup. Sylla, always, if he's open, throw it in. He's going to pick up fouls. He's going to command the double team. And I think if they can hit the glass, they're going to dominate the paint. That's where the win is at for the Jackets. Have the discipline to get into the paint and play through your bigs.
And that was David Stoudemire's message when we spoke to him before the game. He said 2 keys. 1, guard without fouling. Tech's done a better job of that in the second half. 2, punish the Hawks in the paint on both ends. And so far, starting to do that offensively here as of late. So out of the timeout.
If you're going to beat the Hawks tonight, you've got to match their intensity. You've got to play with effort on every play because they can smell a victory here on the road to start the season. And they're going to give it everything they got. They're going to empty the tank.
Ooh, halfway down and out. Coach Hill slams the table. He thought that one was going to drop out of the timeout. That would have been a big shot there from Staples. Instead, Georgia Tech has a chance to inch closer. Marshall zips it inside, and a foul coming here on Dorian Staples.
Again, good execution by the Jackets. You see, coming out of a dead ball situation, the intent to throw it into Sylla, great things happen. You pick up a few more fouls, you get in the bonus, that's where your points accumulate. And mind you, you put the Hawks in foul trouble.
So Staples with his 3 fouls now, all in the second half, goes to the bench. And Sylla turns it over. It's going to be a backcourt violation if Reeves went after it. And Kowacie Reeves, a veteran, giving the freshman a little encouragement.
Coach Stoudemire needed a drink of water on that one. He's like, man, we get it to you, and then you throw it in the backcourt.
I'll tell you
what can you do? There's nothing to do with coaching there. That's just, it is what it is. Coach Stoudemire shaking it off. Let me sit down and have a glass of water. He's already back up coaching.
I'm pretty confident he's going to sit down after this game, regardless of what happens, and have a drink of something else. Got to get it up. Mondin got it away, and he hit it. Second time at the end of the shot clock, the Hawks have come up with a big shot. Snaps a 6-0 run for Georgia Tech, which on a night which both teams are struggling to score feels big. Looking to Sylla, Lacandro guarding him. They get it to him, flipping over to help. Into the corner, Reeves a 3. No, won't fall. Georgia Tech, 2 of 16 now from three-point land, and 0 in the second half.
But your corner 3 wide open, feet were set. That's the highest percentage
100%.
3 in the game. And you've got a redshirt senior shooting it who's already made one. Good shot, and Sylla makes the right play there.
Yeah, quality possession. Lacandro to answer, yes! Oh! He has been red hot from beyond the arc. Now 3 of 3. He's got a game-high 11 points, and the lead is swollen to 8. Short corner jumper, Peyton Marshall hits it. And a timeout after the make here. Georgia Tech trailing by 6. Trying to dig deep here and avoid what would be a big upset on their home floor on opening night. The Hawks, meanwhile, you said it, John, they can smell it. Well, forget about trying to find belief. There's confidence right now in that Hawks huddle as they look for a historic win. Maryland Eastern Shore has never defeated a team currently in the ACC.
They're definitely feeling it tonight, and the effort. We've talked about it all night. They've sustained 100% effort on both sides of the floor, and they've been able to stay in this and take the lead, even though only shooting 5 of 19 from beyond the arc, 13 of 39 from the field, but they're winning the battle of the backboard. They're winning the effort plays.
And a turnover out of the timeout. Kraft, a three, needed, got it. Cam Kraft, last season at Miami of Ohio, shot 43% from three. And he hit 97 of them. Last time a Yellow Jacket hit that many was 10 years ago. It was Adam Smith. It's a big shot. Georgia Tech looking for a stop. It's Locandro. Hawks have been good at these end-of-the-clock situations. Not that time, though. A turnover in Georgia Tech basketball.
And I like what Coach Stoudemire's doing here. He's playing as veterans, guys that have been there before. You don't see freshmen on the floor right now. Saw the three right there. Kraft, again, he's a guy, you know, started his college ball at Xavier, transferred to Miami, Ohio. Chaz Kelly at 30 games, played 14 starts at Boston College. Marshall's been in big games at Missouri. You're playing your veteran presence. And then Mustaf obviously had tons of minutes last season.
And he picks up a foul there. Long way away from the basket. It's the first foul on Mustaf. Dorian Staples coming back in with his 3 fouls as Chris Flippin takes a seat. Staples was playing at Division II Miles College last year, where he mostly came off the bench. He's been a big player tonight, 5 in black. Locandro goes up. What touch.
Tough shot right there. Locandro gathers at Concordia University Irvine last year. Appeared in 17 games, 10 points. Before that, he was at St. Leo University. Mustaf answers at the rim, playing downhill. I love that. That's his game, going right. Big shot. Georgia Tech closes the gap.
Strutting right through the lane.
What stood out, I was looking at Locandro's bio. He played in the Barton Community College, which is in the Kansas Jayhawk Community College League. That's the best league for JUCOs in the country, and he was a second-team all-conference player. Doing the research for the game, that stood out to me because you've got to be a really good player, really talented to make all-conference in the Kansas Jayhawk Community College League.
Air ball shot might have been contested, but it lands right in Obama as he roars for an and one. A lot of John Babels in that community college.
You know, the hustle play right there. Second effort, knack for the ball, nose for the basketball. The Hawks with a 5-point lead. Georgia Tech trying to get something going. We'll be back at McCamish. Krementz Court, it's heating up.
Joseph Locandro from Melbourne, Australia. And when Cleo Hill, head coach for UMES, found him, he said, finally, I got an Aussie. He played professionally in Australia, did coach Cleo Hill Jr. And boy, Joseph Locandro, he's looking like a stud so far tonight.
It's perfect. 5 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. Throw in 3 boards. I mean, this guy has been the key player on both sides of the basketball for the Hawks tonight. He's anchored the interior and defense, although he's given up a couple inches. His toughness has shined through. And then, what can you say? Perfect from the field.
Trying to complete the and one, Zion Obanla. And he can't hit it. And the ball is secured by Cam Kraft. Good effort by both Marshall and Sylla. Now the Yellow Jackets trying to respond. Marshall, the quick pass, Sylla cutting. Oh, what a play.
That was designed too. Coach Stoudemire called it. You saw Sylla, he was buried in the opposite corner. As soon as the roll action occurred, Sylla basket cut. Love that play right there.
Not a lot of guys at 6'10" are that quick.
No, he's unbelievable, man. He moves like a guard.
Highest ranked recruit, according to ESPN, for Georgia Texans, Derek Favors, 15 years ago. Making his debut tonight, Mo Sylla. Mustaf at the controls. Sylla thinking about a 3. He'll pull the trigger. Oh, it won't fall. Locandro with the board. Just over 6 minutes to play. Maryland Eastern Shore looking for perhaps their biggest win in school history.
Sylla's got 11 points. He's the only Yellow Jacket in double figures in the game. And Locandro has 13, leads all scorers. So 2 players on the floor and in the game are shooting in double figures with points scored.
And a poor pass in the inbounds, right to Cam Kraft.
Stay out! Stay out! Out!
Into Mustaf's hands.
Yep, throw it in.
Arcs
Oh,
it
man.
high and over the head of Mo Sylla. Sloppy turnover. Perhaps a little miscommunication if he thought Sylla was going to go further south.
Yeah, that's just, you know, can't be casual under 6 minutes to go, trailing. But you got to get to the next play.
Get out! Get out!
Hawks have a chance to capitalize on the turnover.
All the way down goes Trey Brown. Leaves it short. Battle for the board. Marshall's got it. Mustaf pressing. Reeves to the hoop, and he's stuffed by Flippin. And it's Georgia Tech basketball.
Chris, there's no flipping way this is going in. He gets there. Big contest above the rim. High level block shot. Got a little arm there. Got away with it, Wiley. Got away with a little foul on the hand going up, but officials reward effort in that situation.
Mustaf cross court. Marshall facing up. He's going to work on Flippin. Goes up, looking for contact, and he got it. Chris Flippin in disbelief. Coach Cleo Hill Jr. can only scowl the other way. And Georgia Tech will take its first free throws of the second half here.
Let's see if he brings the arms down. You got verticality right there. The right hand comes down. If Flippin has the ability right there to just stay vertical, he avoids that foul.
That's a big make for a guy who went 5 for 19 from the free throw line last year at Missouri. And Peyton Marshall, just a great story. He's weighing in just shy of 300. Back in high school, he was at 400 pounds. He's lost over 30 pounds here at Georgia Tech in just the last few months. And he hits both free throws. That does not look like a guy who shot 25% from the free throw line last year.
Big free throws. I was at practice 2 days ago, and they start a lot of their actions, their drill work from the free throw line, shooting free throws with everyone lined up. I like that. What Coach Stoudemire and the staff are doing, it teaches you, to shoot in situations that you're going to see in a game.
This is the loudest McCamish has been all night. They force another turnover. As we approach the 5-minute mark, John, how significant psychologically is it for Georgia Tech to retake the lead, both for the Yellow Jackets and the Hawks?
Well, I think for Georgia Tech, you have a crew of 5 out here, minus Sylla, who's your most talented. These guys have played in big games before, and it's about poise. When you're under 5 minutes, take care of the basketball, get high percentage shots, and then defensively, you want one and dones. Contest the shot and rebound.
Mustaf steps into a 3 and gives Georgia Tech the lead.
And they're picking up full. You just got to be mindful of not fouling. And you don't want to give away any free points. Just play solid.
A 7-0 run for Georgia Tech. Can the Hawks answer? Staples on Marshall. Here comes Cooper. Crossover, jumper, air ball, Tech ball.
It was a great defensive effort by the Jackets.
And how about this shot from Jaden Mustaf?
Kraft, the ability to make one extra dribble to draw the defense and the court vision to find the shooter. I mean, it was one dribble, sucks in the D, crisp pass. Coach Stoudemire in that practice also got on his players about sending crisp passes on their reverses. That's the exact pass he was teaching in practice the other day. So don't be lazy, put something on it. And that was perfect execution by Kraft.
Sylla, meanwhile, an offensive foul. Did a lot of good things tonight, but he has turned the ball over 5 times for Tech. And going back to Mustaf's 3, this might be a little personal for him tonight. His older sister, Ashley, played for Maryland Eastern Shore on the women's team.
Yeah, you can't go home for Thanksgiving and have a loss. And you're going to lose that family battle right there. This is pride. This is family pride right here. Look at Mustaf digging in.
Tech leads by 2, under 4 to play. London rises up and he hits. Tie game.
Big shot. Hard dribble right, shoots over the extended arm of Mustaf. That was big time. Stop on a dime. Let it fly.
Who will the Yellow Jackets go to in crunch time? As you've said, they've got veterans on the floor. Marshall with some daylight, heads to the hole. He can't finish, but he will go to the line. Another foul coming on Chris Flippin. And that'll bring us to a timeout. Maryland Eastern Shore looking for their first ever win over an ACC opponent. Georgia Tech trying to survive opening night. Georgia Tech's got more than they bargained for from Maryland Eastern Shore. They have outscored the Yellow Jackets in the second half with the turnovers, John. 10 of them for the Hawks. That's cost them.
That has, and Georgia Tech has scored 10 points off of those turnovers just in the second half alone. That's been the difference. That's allowed Georgia Tech to creep back into this one when they fell behind. So look for more, extended defensive effort from the Jackets, and you got to do it without fouling. How about the Hawks? +6 on the backboard. +6 advantage on the rebounds.
In the second half.
Second half alone, and the Hawks have also shot 50% from the field in the second half. So it's really just been a story of, the turnovers have hurt them. But if you would have told me going into this and it's going to be a tie ball game with under 4, I think they'd be happy with where they're at, the Hawks.
And Georgia Tech is now just 3 of 9 from the free throw line. Mouhamed Sylla, a double-double in his Yellow Jacket debut. The question is, will he get a W here tonight? Trying to give Georgia Tech the lead back. You said 7 lead changes tonight. They missed them both. Offensive rebound by Jaden Mustaf. A little help from Kowacie Reeves. Huge board.
Georgia Tech 3 of 9 from the free throw stripe tonight.
Where will Mustaf go? Down the lane. And a blocking foul. That'll put Mustaf at the line.
Another example of Mustaf going right. He's so good going right. He picks up the foul on that play. Number 0, Cooper, was stepping in just a little bit late on the action. He tried to get the charge. Was a little bit late getting there. Nice effort, though. Big free throws, Wiley.
Mustaf shot 71% last year at the line. 0 for 3 tonight. That's big. We discussed it earlier, but Georgia Tech, one of their points of emphasis this season was getting off to a better start in the season. They've lost 4 home games in November the last 2 seasons. That's the most losses by any ACC team at home in the season's first month. And they're in a battle here. 2 big makes from Mustaf at the free throw line. Staples receives the inbound. He's playing with 4 fouls. Hall flips it to Mondin. Gets around Sylla. Jacks a 3. And Sylla with the rebound. Jackets looking for some cushion.
Stay, Trey. Stay up, Trey. Stay up, Trey. Get over, Trey.
Reeves into a 3. Oh, around the rim and out. It won't fall.
He got a good look. He stepped into it. Shoulder square, just didn't drop. Did everything but drop.
Yeah, his shot just
around the rim and out.
Fallen tonight. He's 1 of 8 from 3. A guy who shot over close to 40% 2 years ago.
Yeah, just a little bit flat, but it looks good. A guy like him, a senior, how many reps he's put in. Not falling tonight, Reeves, but he's got to keep shooting that. On this team, he needs to make that shot.
All right, 8 seconds to shoot. Conversation here. I hope they're going to say reset the shot clock, put it at 20 seconds. Mondin with the inbounds. They'll go to Staples. Down low, nobody's home. He missed it. And Marshall with the rebound.
Perfect execution, double back screen. Got the wide open layup, could not finish.
So the lead for Georgia Tech is still intact. Mustaf, floater, no. Offensive stick back from Marshall won't go either. Down to the wire, here we go on opening night. Maryland Eastern Shore wants a timeout as they've got perhaps the biggest win in program history in their sights. Yellow Jackets clinging to a 2-point lead. Don't go anywhere. Well, it won't be the last time Maryland Eastern Shore has a chance to take down a power conference opponent this season. Plenty of big names on the schedule, but John, this very well could be their best chance of the season. They've got the basketball down by 2. And if you're Coach Cleo Hill Jr., where do you go here on this possession?
I think continue to, space the floor and go in the paint, attack the basket. And if you're going to shoot a 3, it's inside out.
Mondin trying to get inside. Down to Staples, bodied up by Reeves.
Inside out 3.
3-point try. Beckwith got it! And Maryland Eastern Shore takes the lead. What a huge shot for a freshman playing in his first college game. And timeout, Georgia Tech. Levi Beckwith. Mercy.
1:17 to go. Yellow Jackets have 1 timeout remaining. The Hawks have 2, and that was a huge shot. Let's get a look at it. The inside out 3, high release, bottoms. Big shot right there.
And if that wasn't cool by itself, his older brother, who I'm sure won a lot of one-on-ones in the backyard, I should say, in the driveway, he's on staff at Maryland Eastern Shore, and he just did that in front of his big brother. John, you know that feels good.
Oh, it's got to feel good. Family effort right there. Lance Beckwith, the assistant coach, his 2nd year with the program. Just a family affair right there. You got to make it for your brother. Your brother's coach, and you got to come through. He got you the shot, got you the playing time. Now you got to deliver.
And the Beckwiths, along with all the other Hawks, are 1 minute and 17 seconds away from an unbelievable win and lifelong memory here. So here we go, out of the timeout for Georgia Tech. Where do they go? Reeves inbounding from the sideline. Corner, Reeves, 3-ball. No, it won't fall. And 2 Jackets going for the rebound. Evans Locondra, who wins it, but his foot was on the baseline. It's Yellow Jacket basketball with a fresh clock.
Reeves got to keep his head up. I mean, that was a skip pass, design play. He wanted the senior, the redshirt senior, shooting the ball with his feet set. Another one went in and out. Reeves just can't get it to drop tonight. There's your best shooter.
Kraft.
Oh!
No, it won't go. A race for the ball. Mondin wins it. Maryland Eastern Shore 3-on-1. Staples is fouled. Under 1 minute to play, and UMES is going to the free throw line with a 1-point lead.
Marshall, nice job contesting the shot here. He's looking to time it. Swatting down on the ball. That's going to get you the foul. Right there. Just got to stay vertical. Big free throws right here for Staples. He's 1 of 1 from the line tonight.
Misses the first one. This is his 6th year in college basketball, John. And his first ever Division I game. Maryland Eastern Shore looking for their first ever win against an ACC opponent. He missed them both. Sylla with the rebound. Georgia Tech has 1 timeout remaining. Mustaf into the corner. Looking for Sylla, trying to get open on Staples. Reeves driving in, hangs and hits. Kowacie Reeves, 3-point shot hasn't been falling. Instead, he slashes inside and gives the Yellow Jackets the lead with 40 seconds left. Maryland Eastern Shore wants a timeout, and they got it. 35 seconds left, John. 1-point game, opening night. And if there was any doubt if college basketball was back, it sure is. And Kowacie Reeves, huge moment.
A great one to call tonight on opening night. Big shot right there by Reeves. In traffic, And again, the threes weren't going. He's in and out, and he drives. I love that he's staying aggressive. He's not hiding in the moment. He's stepping up. He's been here before. Happy to be back on the court after a red shirt last season with the injury.
Inside the Maryland Eastern Shore huddle, you mentioned it out of their last time out, John, trying to get inside, attack the paint, and if need be, go back out. You think that's the same philosophy here?
Well, it's worked all night. I mean, spread the floor, keep good spacing, have patience, and if you're going to shoot an outside shot, try to draw the double, get the inside-out three like Beckwith hit on the last possession. But they've been very good offensively, just you know, getting their stuff, and they've missed some at the rim too. I wish they probably wish they had back. For Georgia Tech, it's about communication, talk, jumping to the basketball, not fouling, and then secure the missed shot with a rebound. 5 guys needs to box out. Timeout situation, Georgia Tech with 1 remaining. The Hawks also with 1 timeout remaining. 10-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. And ball game.
Georgia Tech with 6 fouls, so the next one would put Maryland Eastern Shore at the line. And for the Yellow Jackets, it's 4 veterans along with Mouhamed Sylla. Meanwhile, for Maryland Eastern Shore, Chris Flippin, along with Locandro, their 2 leading scorers. Mondin as well with 8 points. And it'll be Jaden Cooper, grad transfer from Columbia, to inbound. Can the Hawks pull off what would be the biggest win in school history? Where do they go here? Sylla on Locandro. 15 seconds to shoot. And loose ball. It'll stay with Maryland Eastern Shore. 12 seconds to play. Or rather to shoot, 23 seconds left to play.
And a tricky place to inbound the ball too,
yes.
Right here. Not a lot of plays designed for inbounding deep on the sideline.
And Coach Cleo Hill Jr. is going to call his final timeout. You know, we spoke with him before this game. You know, he mentioned how our goal is just to keep it close, see if we can hang around. They've done just that, John. And he's won at a lot of places, but he's never had a win quite like this.
You're right about that. And, you know, he's coached for 20 years as a head coach. He's got his stuff. I know he knows what play he wants to call right now, but it's not so much what the coach knows. It's about execution. And inbounding the ball in this situation is so difficult. You're below the hash. You're deep on the sideline. You have no timeouts. Situational practices, how many of you had this season? Probably not many where you're practicing this exact situation. So your quarterback, the guy who's inbounding, is so important in this position because it's a tough play to make. You need to set good screens, have good space, but you know, don't underestimate how hard of a pass this is, especially if Georgia Tech guards the basketball.
It's going to be the freshman Levi Beckwith to inbound. He just hit the huge 3 that briefly gave the Hawks the lead. Kowacie Reeves on the ball.
They might clear. Oh.
Gets it into Locandro.
Double back screen action. Nope.
5 seconds to shoot. Mondin. He's got to let it go. He got it! The Hawks have the lead with 11 seconds remaining. Mustaf across the timeline. Timeout Georgia Tech and Justin Mondin, who was at Georgia Southwestern State last year, just hit a dagger shot to give Maryland Eastern Shore the lead with less than 10 seconds left.
Mondin, 10 points, 3 boards, 1 assist, 3 times on a broken play action, stops on a dime, elevates, nothing but net. He's made 3 of those tonight, late clock, dagger. Yellow Jackets with that timeout, now they have no timeouts remaining. So with 8.8 seconds on the clock, you're talking about, hey, we want to get something going to the rim. You know, if we can draw the foul, we'll get to the free throw line, make our free throws, let's go home with a dub. But you want to give yourself a chance to get that foul. 9
seconds away from an unprecedented win for Maryland Eastern Shore. They have been so good in late shot clock situations, John, tonight. That's going to be the difference in the game if they hang on to win. Meanwhile, for Georgia Tech, as you said, gets driving to the basket. If you do draw the foul, you will get 2 free throws.
Can you throw it to Sylla inside? Yes, but if he gets fouled, he's 1 of 4 from the line. You have a decision to make there. I think you put the ball in Mustaf's hands, get him going downhill, and spot up Reeves and Kraft. If the double comes, kick it to 2 good shooters, 2 upperclassmen that can make the shot. And then if you're Georgia Tech, crash the glass. Might be one of those situations where you get the miss and the putback for the Hawks, vice versa. You've got to box out, secure the rebound. What a game, Wiley.
Here we go, Kraft to inbound. Mustaf, Reeves, Sylla, and Marshall on the floor. It's to Mustaf, down the lane, feeds Marshall, goes up, misses, 3 seconds left, and a foul comes with less than 2 seconds remaining. And it's the 5th and final foul on Dorian Staples. And it's gonna be 2 free throws for Georgia Tech with less than 2 seconds left.
See where the foul is. Did they get Staples?
That's what they signaled.
I didn't see Staples in on the action right there.
And he's still on the floor right now. He's got 5 fouls. But I'm with you, I did not see Staples reaching in. Yeah, and Staples says, he's saying, I got 5, somebody's got to get in. So Peyton Marshall, so far tonight, 2 for 2 at the free throw line, but he was just 5 for 19 last year at the stripe. Georgia Tech trying to survive. Tie game.
Hold that follow through, big fella. Gotta love the confidence. He stayed with it. Good shooters hold it. That's what 3D Dennis Scott used to say. Hold it.
I tell you what.
It's tied up, baby.
Welcome.
Big time shot right here. Marshall's had a great debut. 7.7 boards, 3 assists, and a chance to be a hero in his first game on the flats.
For the lead. Missed it. And we are destined for overtime on opening night. Wow.
Why not? Let's play some more ball. They're gonna miss Staples. Staples, number 5, fouled out there in the last 30 seconds. He was a guy that, he only scored 5 points, but he was 6 boards, 4 assists. I mean, he was all over the place, had some great size. They will miss him.
And you made the point, John, at the time, it didn't look like he was in on that play. In the final 2 seconds, it looked like it was somebody else. But he's out of the game. We play on. Locandro, fadeaway over Marshall, too strong. And this will stay with Maryland Eastern Shore. Should get a fresh clock.
Georgia Tech unable to secure the missed shot right there. 50-50 balls will be crucial in overtime. Can you win the 50-50 balls? Can you make your free throws? And you've got to limit turnovers. I mean, it's a sum of the parts effort from both sides of the basketball.
Monden's been clutch tonight. Ball in his hand again. 3 seconds to shoot. Flipping goes up, and it's blocked. 1 second left. Did they reset the shot clock, John?
They did, unless
it was at 10 seconds, and
it's a quick 10.
Yeah. I felt like it should have reset to 20.
To 20.
I don't think they obviously that didn't touch the rim, but I don't think they reset it after the last shot. Catch and shoot. No. Rebound Sylla. Kraft. Double team. Got to get rid of it. 10 seconds to shoot now for the Jackets. Marshall is fouled. So Peyton Marshall will go to the line again. He hit that first free throw to force overtime. That's 4 on Mondin now.
Yeah, the combination of Marshall and Sylla combined 21 rebounds between the two of them. You got to wonder, is it starting to wear on the Hawks? You know, those are two huge bodies banging on you all night.
So Chaz Kelly comes in for Georgia Tech. Meanwhile, it'll be Obanla to head back to the bench, as it was Trey Brown who came in. Under 4 minutes to play after Marshall's 2 free throws, a 2-point lead for Georgia Tech.
Marshall playing with 4 fouls. Mondin for the Hawks playing with 4 fouls.
Locandro gets around Sylla, and we're tied up again.
His ability to, you know where Sylla is, put him on his back, and then use the rim for protection. You know, a guy that plays, you know, he's not playing above the rim like Sylla, but he's so crafty.
Speaking of crafty, it won't fall for Cam Kraft. A battle for the board. And last touched by Trey Brown. Georgia Tech basketball.
On the shot clock, 3:27 to play. Mustaf checks back in.
Hey, Chris! Hey, Frank, you gotta help. I'll leave her off the double screen.
Reeves trying to get it in. He goes to Marshall. And Soppy with the basketball. The Yellow Jackets retain it. Near turnover. Jackets cut down to those in the second half and overtime so far. 5 seconds to shoot. It's Mustaf on Mondin. Mano a mano. Mustaf fading and drilling it.
Big shot. He's got 6 inches on Mondin, and, you know, hard dribble left, put the body on him. It was just whether if he made it or missed. He had a great look at it. That's the size of Mustaf in effect.
Mustaf now with 9 points and 5 boards. Levi Beckwith, freshman on the floor, 24 in black. It's Locandro on the freshman Sylla with 7 to shoot. Good hands by Sylla. He dives and lunges. The clock is still ticking, and with 2 seconds left, it's a jump ball, and it'll be Georgia Tech basketball.
That's the hustle play on the 50-50 ball right there. Sylla, great hands, the ability to deflect it. And then Mustaf and Sylla both on the ground, hustling, trying to get out of here with a W.
Sylla a little slow getting up here. He'll be lifted to his feet.
I think he took about all 250 pounds of Locandro on him on that. Lucky to get up without an injury. Great hustle on both sides tonight. Hawks will expend man-to-man defense.
Mustaf casually up the floor. And Mondin meets him at midcourt. Mustaf floats it short. The tap in from Sylla. And it's a 4-point game.
Love what Coach Stoudemire did right there. Just keep Sylla and Mustaf in the action. Your 2 best players are going to win or lose with those 2.
Sylla comes way out. Mondin down to Brown, who takes some hard contact. Peyton Marshall is going to pick up his 5th foul.
Marshall, a big reason why the Jackets are still in this one in overtime with a chance to win, but he picked up his 5th on that one. There you see Mustaf going downhill to the right, and Sylla unaccounted for on the offensive glass. Sylla now 13 points, 14 rebounds in his Georgia Tech debut. Marshall with 9 points of this one. He was 5 of 6 from the free throw line, including the big one that put Georgia Tech in overtime at 8 boards. He'll go to the bench now with 5. And that, you know, if there's a takeaway for him, a teachable moment is he had 3 fouls that swiping at the basketball, that last one right there. Can he slide his feet and take a charge? You know, like there's teachable moments in this one, but a very good debut for the big fella. Local product from Kell High School in Marietta, Georgia.
Now they called this on the floor, John, so it's 1-1. The junior Trey Brown at the line hits the first. Transfer from Salt Lake Community College.
He's played 15 minutes in this one, 4 rebounds, 4 points, and you know, he's spelling minutes for the absence of Staples, who's fouled out of this one.
To cut it to 2, here comes Trey Hall replacing Locandro.
Let's go, y'all gotta box out, baby, box out.
Inbound goes to Kelly. Under 2 minutes to play, a 2-point game. Back to Mustaf. This time Monin applies pressure in the front court. Sylla rolls. 3-pointer for Kelly. Way short. Monin with the rebound. Now the Hawks with a chance to tie or take the lead. Monin's been so good at the end of the clock. Under 10 seconds, and it's swatted away by Sylla. It'll stay with Maryland Eastern Shore, but only 7 seconds to shoot.
Georgia Tech right here, 7 seconds on the shot clock. You want to prevent the penetrating pass into the paint. You know, force it to go outside the 3-point arc and then just lock in.
Trey Hall inbounding. Long pass, Mustaf goes for it, rips it, and earns a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Maryland Eastern Shore, but what an effort from Jaden Mustaf. Georgia Tech faithful feel like Mustaf had possession cleanly.
Coach Cleo Hill thought otherwise. If there's a camera over near that bench, he thought that was all arm. So, what do you think, Wiley? You got a good look at it there.
I think both coaches have good points on their notions. It looked like Mustaf had the lion's share of that ball, and it also looked like Mustaf might have assisted getting him to the ground.
He made a nice read on the ball, though. That's you force a lob going away from the basket, and you know he's a competitor.
1 minute to play. Inside Locandro, 5 to shoot on Mustaf, fades away and nails it. We are tied again, 52-52, 50 seconds left to play.
Let's go, Green. Under.
Ball screen.
Stay down.
Reeves, a 3. It's true! Kowacie Reeves. He's had a tough night from distance, but that was the biggest one he's taken, and he hit it.
He's got 12 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, and no bigger 3 than that one. He's 2 of 10 from beyond the arc, but a lot of the miss has been in and out. Great confidence by the redshirt senior Reeves.
18 seconds left. Maryland Eastern Shore's got to go, trailing by 3. Locandro inside, 2, and a long 2-point try won't go. Battle for the rebound. Sylla's got it. 2 seconds left, and a foul, and Georgia Tech sees a way out. And Kowacie Reeves in some pain on the floor. First, how about Kowacie Reeves stepping into that 3? He was 1 for 9 when he pulled the trigger on that.
Big 3. And Reeves getting up. He's cramping in his right hamstring. We had one of those, they hurt. He just kind of locked up.
With 2 seconds left, Kai Fleming looks like he's preparing to come in.
Reeves doesn't want to go out, but he's logged 42 minutes. You know, he played 6 games last year, the first 6, and then hurt the heel. His first time back out, logs 42 minutes, and his body's paying for it right now.
Sylla misses the free throw, keeps the door cracked open here for Maryland Eastern Shore. And the Hawks do have a timeout. But hard to get one called with just 2 seconds left. They need a miss. Will Sylla give it to him? No. A 4-point lead, a timeout called by Maryland Eastern Shore. And Mo Sylla jawing at Joseph Locandro, and Maryland Eastern Shore looking a little maybe for a tech. It's about the only way they get back in this game.
Sylla not bad in his debut tonight. 14 points, 15 rebounds, 34 minutes of play. And that's the big free throw. You see the talk right there, back and forth. You gotta be smart.
What an incredible effort from Maryland Eastern Shore tonight to put the Yellow Jackets on the rope. They had a lead with less than 2 seconds remaining in regulation. Peyton Marshall hits a big free throw to force overtime. And going back to Kowacie Reeves, that shot, John, for a guy who hadn't played in a game in nearly a year, by his standards having a poor shooting night, that shows some pretty serious guts. And gumption to take that shot.
And, you know, I think, Coach Stoudemire's a player's coach. They've logged a lot of minutes together, especially having a year off last year. I'm sure they were able to forge a relationship that you don't get when you're a player on the court. When you're redshirting, you get to spend more time with the coaches. And I think right there you see Reeves in the second half. Although he missed some, he kept shooting. And that shows me he has confidence, one, in his game, but he knows the coaches have his back. And they want him to take those shots. And he came through tonight.
You saw Kelly German, Georgia Tech basketball's first-year trainer, replacing the great Richard Stewart, who decided to hang it up. Happy to have Kelly here, and Kowacie Reeves, he wants to be on the floor for those last couple of seconds. A look at the upcoming schedule for the Jackets. Bryant on Friday night. Then a week from Friday at Georgia. That'll be a big one. But I love what Damon Stoudemire said about Kowacie Reeves before the start of the saying he's kind of like my comfort piece. He's one of just 2 guys who has been with me the entire time at Georgia Tech. And boy, he's going to sleep well tonight thanks to Kowacie Reeves and that big shot. Well, sleep better.
This was a good one. I mean, a little closer than you want it, but remember, Dongo not on the floor tonight. He's your best returning player. He averaged a double-double in ACC play last year. That's a big void.
No contact, 3 at the buzzer, and that is the ball game. Is Georgia Tech survives an opening night terror and